Hello guys, and welcome to Hearing with Hoex. Alright guys, you all know what this series is about. It's basically a series where I highlight some of the arena matches I have done during the week. And first off, I am playing against a Retribution Paladin and a Shadow Warrior. As I've said in tons of videos, it's important to get the first offensive push on a Retribution Paladin. In this game, we failed to do so. My mage is managing to hold the Shadow Priest in full CC the whole match, but the Paladin, he's got a full stun on me and he's just pushing me down. I try to pop my cooldowns, and as we both bubble, I will use it, I believe, now. Yes, and so does the other Paladin. However, I am too late to line of sight the Shadow Priest, and he manages to get it off me, and the Paladin finished me off. So, what we did wrong in this game was, of course, that we didn't get the offensive push on the Retribution Paladin that you really need to get. Also, I should have line of sight the Shadow Priest so he wouldn't be able to get off that Master Spell. However, we failed and we give a very easy win to the opposing team. Next match, we're facing the same comp, but that game turns out pretty different. Transition! Alright guys, so here we are facing again a Retribution Paladin and a Shadow Priest. Like I said in a previous video, a very common comp to face. What's important, like I said 100 million times, get the push on the Retribution Paladin, because if you don't, him or she or I will burst you the fuck down. So we are talking on Skype, me and Boris, my Frost Mage, and our plan in this match is to try to line of sight the Shadow Priest while the Paladin goes for me. So first off, immediately when we go out, I turn left and I line of sight the Shadow Priest. And the Mage's plan, or our plan, is to try to burst down the Shadow Priest. You can see now the Shadow Priest manages to get in fear on me, and the Paladin is going for me. The Shadow Priest has already used his trinket, so he's now in a full freeze, and the Mage is bursting him down a lot. So the Retribution Paladin of course goes for him to try to break him down. The Shadow Priest has already used Dispersion. I'm popping all of my cooldowns now because the Shadow Priest doesn't have anything left, and we're going after him. We're going after him with full burst, and his life is going down. Come on, down. And there he goes. The Paladin manages to get off a very nice blind of me, so I cannot move for about 6 seconds. And he's going after the Mage, but the match is ours, and just because we managed to split them up and the Frost Mage managed to get the burst off on the Shadow Priest, so the Retribution Paladin had to return, gave us the win. Alright guys, so in this third match we are facing a Shadow Priest and a Frost Mage. This is a setup that for me personally is a bitch, just because of all the CC, all the slows that the Frost Mage can put out, but also the Mind Flay that the Shadow Priest has, and etc. However, it is a very quick game, and we do manage to get off a win. What I always try to do when facing two ranged is just to line of sight as much as you can. In the beginning of this match, I believe we're both going onto the bridge, and I will try to get off some holy power just to get my my crit buff up. I believe I managed to get in a couple of hits while I line of sight him. And then you will notice that the Shadow Priest will go after me. He will first put up a fear, which manages to get me, and the Shadow Priest is coming after us with Shadow Fiend. However, we frost that, and the Shadow Priest actually follows us down. We're going down now, and we're just popping everything on him. We're popping every single cooldown we have. He is trying to get up to the bridge where his teammate is. However, it's not a hard match at all for us to win. We managed to kill him very quickly, and the mage isn't much of a problem. I believe he was AFK or something like that, so a very easy win. I believe right now he freezes me, and that doesn't really matter because we got off a win. Alright, good job guys, good job. Alright, let's go to the third match. Alright guys, welcome to the third match. We're facing a mirror comp, a frost mage, and a retribution paladin. One of my favorite double DPS sort of setups in arena, because retribution paladin is of course amazing and frost mages are of course amazing. However, I will show you two matches, one match where we lose and one match when we win against this setup. Alright, so once again, just get that pressure on the retribution paladin. However, when you're facing a frost mage or just any mage, keep an eye on him because he will polymorph the shit out of you. So when the match begins, we of course go up the bridge and we just go in guns blazing, basically just everything kaboom immediately. Both me and my mage pop all of our cooldowns and just push anything on him. The paladin, we force the paladin to use his bubble already, and during all this time the mage has put loads of damage on me. We do get split up later in this game and I will show you when. I am trying to heal up now because the mage is just pushing shitloads of damage on me, still going after the paladin, but now both me and my teammates are very low and the paladin has popped all of his cooldowns. They got in a full stun on me and I managed to get a full stun on him. However, I get freezed and the mage is going after me. I noticed that my friend is in trouble, so I try to reach him so I will be able to heal him. However, I don't get there in time and they manage to finish it off very clean. Very clean. That's too bad. I really wanted that win. Alright guys, so welcome to the third game. Once again we're facing a Retribution Paladin and a Frost Mage. Just like the other game, however, this turns out to our favor. We are very lucky in this game and they actually decide to go after the Frost Mage, or our Frost Mage I should say, since there's two. Anyways, shut up brain. Yeah. They decide to go after my teammate instead of me this time, so the match is a bit longer. And talking about longer matches, just before we start up, I have some PvP arena recorded with Resto Druid, and I have some great footage there you're gonna see in a couple of days. Alright, so getting in, once again, just feeling the other team and straight in, just charge, pop all the cooldowns, get that silly pressure in. The paladin is already on like 50% health. I'm trying to line of sight the mage, but he runs straight through the waterfall. The paladin bubbles, getting freezed once again, thinking about going line of sight, but I see that they're actually going after my frost mage. Still chasing the paladin while my teammate is kiting them. He's kiting them very well, and that's one of the very special things that a frost mage can do. Blinking everywhere, freezing everywhere. And he goes into an ice block and I try to heal him up as much as I can, just building up the holy power and using it for him. We managed to get a freeze on the paladin and down he goes. So what we have left is of course the other frost mage, and when there's 2 versus 1, sometimes they can turn it around. I believe I have one recorded match where I do actually turn it around 2v1, but right now I'm at 100% and I'm trying to heal up my friend as much as I can. Using my bubble just for the lulz, trying to just get him down, but he leaves. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you